Well, hello and welcome, Boozeketeres, Cocktales and Tiki King, episode 50. Right here, this is the pre-Thanksgiving episode. But we're not going to be making any tiki turkey cocktails tonight. We're going to be making up a couple of other things, which I'm surprised I haven't made so far. And if I did, I probably forgot. Which, in any case, we get to enjoy them again, so that's okay, I suppose. So tonight, I want to get a little serious about things, and that is, we're going to make two drinks because I just feel like it. Not that serious, just, I don't know if any of you watched Soup last night. I apologize. Yeah, episode 50. We're coming up on a year's worth of episodes. It's coming up quick. But we're going to do a very special big. We're going to do a 1 year extravaganza-versary blowout. And it's going to be wild and crazy, and there may be explosions. You never know. But so tonight, we're going to get right down to the first one. We're making two drinks today. Like I said, the reason we're making two drinks is because it's one of those things. It's the twofer. It's twofer Tuesday, which means we're going to make two drinks for the ingredients of one with some minor variations. We've done this before. We're going to do it again. So tonight, we're making the first drink. The first drink we're going to make is a chichi. And a chichi is Hawaii's most popular cream drink. No one really knows where it came from or why or who or what, but it's kind of a distant cousin of the pina colada. I know that Don the Beachcomber of course, Don the Beachcomber kind of laid claim to every recipe, but I know that there's some people say he invented it. Who knows? But it's so it's a cream drink. It's good stuff. So we're going to start with that one, and I'll drink it and then maybe digress. But you have to pardon my voice. As I said while I was making soup last night, I spent the weekend screaming up in the smoky northern mountains of California, so my voice is a little bit off. But so what do we need? What do we need to make tonight's drinks? We need all this stuff, as you see here, which isn't that much stuff, because pretty much everything except for like a little bit is going to go into both drinks with a minor variation, like I said. So the first one, chichi, what we're going to need for that one, we're going with an ounce and a half of vodka. We're going to do a bartender pour on this because, why not? Then, to that, you should probably know by now, you've been watching the show, shaker half filled with crushed ice. We're starting out with. We're doing an ounce of, actually it's a little more than an ounce of pineapple juice. An ounce on this one. An ounce of sweet and sour. Now this drink, in many places, if you get it, which it's similar to a lot of tropical drinks, you can get it blended. I'm just going to be doing a vigorous shaking of this one rather than blending, because blending, takes a blender. I don't happen to have one. We're going to put in a dash of cream. And we're going to be putting in a half an ounce of coconut cream. I'll put that over there. You keep an eye on it for me. Give that a good shaking. Put it in a glass. I love that. This is one of those things that this makes me happy when I can make a drink, shake the whole thing up, and it fits perfectly in the glass. Because, I don't know, it makes me happy. Well, cheers. Let's try this out. Chichi. I like it. Which I might have rehearsed, because I've had these before. It's not like I've never had this before. Chichi is a staple of a lot of, if you go to tiki bars, pretty much any tiki bar worth its salt is going to have a chichi on the menu, because it sounds a little less, walks in the rain than a pina colada. Because people go to a tiki bar, they're not going to order a pina colada, but they'll order pineapple, coconut, chichi. So Yeah, so it's good. It's a good drink. The Chi. Try one. Go to a tiki bar. Not now. Not right now, because you're watching the shot. I just might have sucked that whole thing down like in 3 drinks, which could make it interesting. So yeah, so like I said, this is the pre Thanksgiving episode, and not that matters because, like I said, I'm not going to be making any gravy drinks or turkey drinks or cranberry. I should make a cranberry. Oh man, I should make a. It's going to be after Thanksgiving. Though. I should have made a Cape Codder because Cape Codder cranberry juice. That could be a good one. Turkey sandwich, Cape Codder. That could work. That could be good. I don't know. So there's those of you who don't know. There's 2 drinks which are basically the same: vodka cranberry and a Cape Codder. The difference is Cape Codder has a lime juice in it. So if you're ever in a bar and someone says the same thing, you can say no, squeeze a lime. So there you go, in the know. Cocktales and Tiki King, increasing your booze IQ while decreasing your brain cells. It's like a magic trick where you pull one thing out and put something else in. But anyway, so I hope you Boozeketeers all have some exciting plans for Thanksgiving. Making some Chex Mix, gonna whip up some cocktails to impress the relatives and whatnot, or to withstand the relatives and whatnot. I don't know. What are you guys doing? I know what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be eating soup because I made 3 gallons. But it's supposed to snow, so maybe I'll make a meal. I was thinking. I don't know how the snow works around here, but in some places it's just ice that falls out of the sky. And I thought, what if I could make it like a so some of you may or may not know. So Hunter S. Thompson, one of his drinks that he enjoyed, he called a snow cone. And a snow cone was just a big glass of crushed ice filled with Chivas. Right? So I thought, what if you could just go out and just like get a glass of snow and then fill it with whiskey? It could be good. It could be nasty. I don't know. Is the snow, they have good quality snow up here? Maybe. Tell you what, if I do that, if I make a real, genuine snow cone, I'll live stream it. It'll be like soup, only colder. Yeah. Get out there in my parka with a bottle of whiskey and a folding chair, sit out in the snow, shivering, drinking whiskey over nature's crushed ice. Trademark. That's right. Oh, that was weird. Maybe it's me. I thought I saw trails from it. Did you guys see trails? I saw something. All right, so that's good. Once again, recapping. Vodka, pineapple juice, sweet and sour, dash of cream of coconut. It's a good thing. It's on the website on tikiking.com. Go to the booze portal, which is tikiking.com/booze. You can go to the cocktail database. These recipes are up there. Chi-Chi is up there. Give it a try. You will only be disappointed if you don't like it. Otherwise, you might have 2 or 3. You might make it for your friends. That part I don't know. Did you share the program? Before I did the 10-minute warning, and I said, share the program. You guys might want to do that. The sharing and whatnot. Because if we can make this go viral, right? And become like the newest hit thing and get picked up by the Food Network, you guys can say, yeah, I was there back when no one cared. And that gives you bragging rights. And once again, as a call for help, a couple of things that I should mention. One is we are still open to the idea of if you, yes you, Boozeketere, thing again. Trippy. There's ghosts and orbs and stuff going on here. If you have a favorite drink recipe, maybe it was like a smiley face emoticon. I thought it was like a ghost. Ooh. I shouldn't have had only 5 of these before. I'm gonna make 6. If you have a favorite drink that you would like to share with the program and have the program share it with everybody else, write in, say, hey, Tiki King, here's a drink you should try. And all I ask is that you give me either the name as best as you know it or the whole recipe. If you don't know, see, because here's the thing, because I do have now and then some people go, oh, Tiki King, you should do that drink that they make down at my favorite bar. I'm like, what is it? They're like, I don't know. It's like booze and stuff. And it's green, you know. But if you have a favorite drink, you can go back through all 50 recipes. I'm actually going to, so when we come up on a year, I want to do I'm going to make a list of what drinks we've done so far as a handy reference. And maybe I'll post that somewhere so you can see what drinks have happened at a glance. And if your drink is not on there, hey, send it in. Say, hey, make this drink. You know, because I'm always, you know, especially I'd be excited if it was a drink I'd never had, because that's how we found the Green Russian. And that is I'm still excited about that. I keep thinking maybe I'm just going to do another episode on Green Russians just to drink them because they're good. I feel like you either have to have you either have to have come to that moment or make that moment, one way or the other, for the Green Russian to really work. But yeah, so favorite recipe, send it in. Maybe we can do it on the show. If we do, you know what you get? You get bragging rights. I don't know what that's worth in Canadian dollars, but you know, it could be powerful clout at your next job interview. You're like, so, what sort of things have you done which are considered to be applicable experience? You'd say, submit a drink recipe to Cocktales at Tiki King, and guess what? They did it. And people be like, wow, there's $1 million. So it could work out to your favor. Could get you fired before you're even hired. I don't know. Those are the great mysteries of life. Those are things they write books about, and there are legends told. And pretty soon, they're going to say, yes, he stood 37 feet tall, and he had a gallon of drink in both hands, and was fired from every job before he got them. And you can go down in history. That's something. I don't know. So maybe we should go on to our next drink. Or not. I don't know. The next drink we're going to embark upon, because I said there was a twofer, because we were going to do two, and I might do three, and I don't know which two will be one of them. No, I do, I think. I mean, I know which ones. I don't know which drink I might go back to. I might go back to this one. I might come back. I'm going to put this aside. I usually dirty glass it, which is a term that I just made up, but I think we should use. Because I'll say, that's right, I should make another one, put it in the same glass. But it's not like that. But for this one, I'm actually going to change glasses because there's a different element that goes on in this second drink. The second drink we're going to make is called the Blue Hawaiian. And the Blue Hawaiian is one of the first tropical cocktails I think I ever drank, like in an actual tiki bar. I believe in Trader Sam's in San Francisco, out on Geary Street. It was either a Blue Hawaiian or a Ken the Beachcomber's treat. But at some point, I had because I was like, blue drinks. Good God, who wouldn't want that? So this goes way back on the Tiki King drinkometer as far as where things got started. And what do we need for this? So the Blue Hawaiian was invented in 1957, actually in Hawaii. So this does go in the genre of classic tiki cocktails. And what does it call for? Well, that's the thing. Just like I said earlier, calls for pretty much the same stuff, except for we're not going to use vodka for this one. We're going to use rum. And once again, because I'm feeling generous, I'm going with a bartender's pour on that one. Or friendly bartender's pour. If you go to a cheap bar, you go to some of these places and they have the drinkometer, which is actually a thing that it not only measures out 1.5 ounces of alcohol as they're pouring it, but it counts it. And at the end of the night, the manager goes, how many drinks you pour? All right, better match with the till. But if you go to a friendly bar, what they do is they pour in and then sometimes a little extra with the good booze, not with the other stuff. But so what are we doing? So we got into a shaker, half filled with ice, as we did before. We're going with a little over 1.5 ounces of rum. To that, over here. We're going to add about an ounce of pineapple juice. About an ounce of sweet and sour. I know what you're saying. You're saying, this all looks familiar. You're thinking, this is, this is a chi-chi, only with rum. And we're going to get to the part where you are sorely wrong. Where you're sadly mistaken, my friend. Because here's the thing. Sweet and sour. Throw in once again, same thing, dash of cream. Pow. And then, oh, wait a minute. Blue, you said Blue Hawaiian, didn't you? Right now, I'm guessing it's just a Hawaiian. Blue Curacao. That's what puts the blue in Blue Hawaiian. And we're going to put about a half an ounce of that in there. Curacao, for those of you who missed the episode where we made, I believe it was the seafoam gimlet, is an orange liqueur. The difference between white Curacao and blue Curacao is that blue Curacao is blue. And then I believe there's also depending on what neighborhood you grew up in, I believe that if you do this whole thing, only you substitute tequila. Mm-hmm. I believe that it becomes the Azuluna. So that's one of the things that that I like when you can make several cocktails from pretty much the same stuff with a couple of minor variants. Because as we talked about on the program about setting up your home bar, it's sometimes you can actually have a handful of ingredients and make a dozen drinks. Ooh, there it is. The Blue Hawaiian. See? You see what happens? So, you know what? I'm sending it back. I'm going to separate it and do its ingredients. No, I got so excited, I forgot to put the coconut in. I was like, something's not quite right here. Get in there. Got so excited about how it was blue. That should be more civilized. It was like, that does not taste like the Blue Hawaiian I remember. But then again, the Blue Hawaiian I remember, I don't remember. Because that was followed by, I believe, the Ken the Beach Cobra Street, as I said, and probably several Singapore Slings. And at the end of the night, I was hanging out the sunroof of a, I don't know, some Kurt's car, whatever he had, as paper umbrellas were flying out of my hat, landing on the street below. See there? Yeah. I wish you could take I wish not take it. I wish you could share one with me. Because it's good. I have to say. I'm enjoying it. So there we go. 2 fine cocktails that are only a slight bit apart. Blue Hawaiian, rum, Curacao, Chi-Chi, vodka, no Curacao. There you go. The only difference. And so, you can have these ingredients. You can actually make a few different drinks with this stuff. But tonight we're only making these 2 because that's how it is. So once again, and also I would like to invite us all to come to your house and drink your booze. All you need to do is say, come over to our house, drink our booze. It's and fill out a form and a waiver and a release of liability. Other than that, it's as simple as sending an email and the proper forms. So there we go. I can't decide which one I like best. Which one did you guys like best? Did anyone try these things? Does anyone have a bar at their disposal at their house where they can watch the show and like, you know, it's like some kind of weird booze-filled CSI where they're like, okay, okay, we have that. Let's do that. Okay, let's mix it. Let's recreate what just happened here and check the results for ourselves. Probably not. I mean, I would have. If I had my show but I wasn't in it, and I was watching it and had my bar, if it was a weird reverse time traveling world thing where I wasn't here but there, and someone else was here but not me, because I was there, I might be like trying to figure it all out on the fly and see what happens. I know some of you Boozeketeres though, like CJ is like, let's do the one where you just fill a glass with Hennessy, because that's how he is. You know how he is. Or not Hennessy, what is it? Kessler. Let's make the cocktail where you fill a glass with Kessler and chug it on the back porch. I don't know. That's a toss-up. I generally like rum more than vodka. I don't know if I told this story before, but I gave up my vodka drinking for a long time because of clowns, strangely enough. My sister, who doesn't ever watch the show, but she should because she gets mentioned so often, she had a party, lived in San Francisco. She had a party where you were supposed to come dressed as a clown. And I came dressed as a bad clown before bad clowns were a thing, I think. This was like in 1983. But so they had made a big wash tub full of vodka punch, which we drank a lot of. And then it ended up in the living room drinking shots of Stoli out of these weird boot-shaped things. They weren't boot-shaped at all, but were rather made to drink shots effortlessly and very quickly. And I drank more shots that night than I think I've ever drank before. Ended up down on Haight Street, screaming at skinheads. But when I woke up the next day, things hurt that I didn't know I had. And I heard stories from the downstairs neighbors about a rain of vomit. So that I decided right then and there, while I was laying in the bathtub full of cold water that was previously hot, while someone was sitting on the toilet saying, "Why are you in the bathtub?" I decided right then and there that I probably didn't want to drink a lot of vodka from going forward. So I stuck primarily to rum drinks and whiskey drinks and other drinks. And I stayed away from the vodka because it was too seductive. I knew that I might just find myself back in that same thing again, because that's the sort of thing you strive for sometimes. But I knew it would look good on my resume. So, but I gotta say, the chi-chi with the vodka, it's good stuff. Bloody Marys, I've never made a rum bloody. Can you make a rum Bloody Mary? White rum? Okay, I'm gonna have to put it out to the experts. I should call Martin. I could. I don't know if I answer my calls, but send him a message. I want to know if you can make, because if you can make a white rum Bloody Mary, that could be good. I don't know. He's not picking up. But I'll get back to you guys on that because that's a good idea. I think that because you can make we made the Bloody Maria with tequila, and tequila certainly has a lot of character. But if you had a good white rum like a triple distilled silver or something, you might be able to make a rum Bloody Mary, and it's probably called something, and I don't know what it is, wildly enough. And if it isn't something, I should find out if it isn't and make it something. So there you go. I think that's it for tonight's show because I'm out of drinks. And I taught you guys, I took you with me. We made 2 drinks. We had laughs. We had an adventure. And it was all, with these things. Once again, go to the websites, do the things. Go to tikiking.com. Go to the Booze Portal. Tell your friends. Tell your relatives. Tell your enemies. This is my challenge to you, Boozeketeers. At Thanksgiving dinner, just kind of, throw it out there casually. So, how many of you guys are watching Cocktales of Tiki King? And I'm gonna say, I'll send a free tiki to anyone whose entire crowd at Thanksgiving said they watched my show. There you go. But I'll need it on video. I will need a video of Thanksgiving dinner where the whole crowd says, "We love Cocktales of Tiki King." If that happens, you get a free tiki. So let me know after Thanksgiving, because I'm not going to watch the show till then. And with that, I want to say goodnight, Boozeketeers. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing here this Tuesday night, remember that you have 2 days till Thanksgiving, which is 2 days to make Chex Mix, stock the bar, figure out what you're going to drink. And I have to say, here's the thing. If you don't know what to make, if these things seem weird and complicated and you're not sure how well they're going to go with the turkey, what I want is for you to make hot buttered rums, and you can find those on episode 1, or just go to the Tiki King cocktail database and look it up. Hot buttered rum. It goes well with turkey dinners. It'll get you there. It'll get your neighbors there. It'll get the police there eventually. In all cases, good fun. But so, tell you what, until next Tuesday, which is going to be episode 51, stacking up on 52, then 53. Now we'll come full circle, and you came with me. So there we are. And you're here now, and we'll be there then later. So with that, I'd like to say goodnight, Boozeketeers. Wherever you are, drink safe, drink well.